But yeah, so now you're in this very large room. There's mushrooms that flash every single time that you see lightning, and there's a bunch of stuff up here.
What other stuff, you mean?
Well, I said that there's stuff from basically every person that's ever lived in this house. So there's just boxes upon boxes of stuff. If anybody wants to roll for, like, investigate or anything like that, I can probably embellish some more.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, yeah, everybody who wants to.
No one's done a kickflip up here, guys.
I'm doing it. I roll 8 dice on this one.
Okay, so who all found stuff? Who all investigated successfully?
I got 2 successes.
And I'm investigating for a box that's labeled Coswell.
Oh, okay.
If possible.
So, let's do this. Dax, are you just recording, or are you?
Yeah, I'll record. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys are figuring.
So Augie, we'll do it like least important revelation to most important revelation. Augie, you're unimportant. No. What you find is you find a box labeled old clothes. You can't. The box itself looks a little bit newer than some of the other boxes, and when you open it, you have a whole bunch of costumes that you can use for your video.
Oh, sick.
Mike, you said you got a success as well?
Uh-huh.
And you're just kind of looking around the room. As you're looking around the room, you're kind of like a woodsman kind of thing. You do notice there seems to be a box that was moved fairly recently. A cleaner line of dust and some broken mushrooms signals movement. That this box was like moved forward and then put back to where it was. So there's like a little trail of a bunch of dead crushed mushrooms under it, and then there's like a trail of dust that's been wiped clean right there. And that's what you notice. And then Kenshin, what you notice, while all of this would be considered lost junk, one thing definitely stands out. There's a box tucked away in the corner that looks like it may have exploded from the inside. And what's left of it is what's left of its contents looks like it says Jungle Expedition Gear, and on the box it says Coswell.
But there's nothing in it, or
there's a bunch of old like expedition gear, so like clothes that would be good for hiking in, boots, stuff like that, and like a climbing pick. And some other kind of, and like a whip and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks like it exploded from the inside. Everything inside of it is ruined. Like there's like residue of the mushrooms and stuff like that all over them and everything. And just it's all just garbage now. But you do notice it said Coswell on the box, which is why it drew your attention.
I'll share that with the group. Hey guys, you see this box like exploded? Now it's full of mushrooms.
Oh, sick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, do you think like these mushrooms maybe came out of this box? Do you think maybe like Larry Cos went crazy because of these mushrooms?
I mean, Marky didn't go crazy. He just kind of was more of the same.
Yeah. The talking lizard is right.
I think the other people in the ceiling are the ones that went crazy.
Yeah, all those people in the ceiling that I saw.
Well, we should put some in like our backpack and bring it back as like part of the project.
Yeah.
Is that my old camera?
Absolutely.
What?
Wow, yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's Ty's home movie camera.
More real. That's awesome.
It's for his at-home donkey days.
Movies with his
First donkey.
Well, check and see if it has
God, I'm gonna have to look that up after this, and I'm gonna be so mad at myself, and I'm probably gonna have to censor that part of the video when I put it on YouTube.
Donkey deers?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Listen,
For what?
Donkey deers means something different in every country.
But all of them involve having sex with a donkey.
They call donkeys different things in every country.
But it always means. Well, clearly, someone wants these mushrooms, right? Because you found a box of mushrooms, and there's a box that was moved here, so that someone's taking these mushrooms somewhere.
I mean, Yeah, Dax, what do you think? Like we film a scene with like someone pretending or someone else eating another mushroom and pretend like they went crazy and said, I'm gonna kill my family, and that's how it starts.
Hey man, I've already eaten one mushroom.
Oh, we haven't started the jungle expedition and like the spores.
Oh, I like that. I dig that, Kenshin. This could be the jungle, the mushroom jungle.
All right, let's get this box of costumes out. What kind of name 3 costumes I pull out of there, Dave?
Well, the thing is, they're not actually costumes; they're old clothes, so they're like authentic. But they're from. We'll say that they're from the person that was there between Lawrence Coswell and Arthur Kerwin. Because one of the books actually mentioned that there's a normal family that lived here that didn't die or kill anybody in that time. So they're 1920s-esque clothes. And if you can name it, you can have it. It's just, there's clothes for women, there's clothes for men in there. Sure.
One of those big dress things that like sticks out.
No, that's Victorian.
A hat.
A hat. One hat.
They had hats. They had hats back then.
Sick.
Yeah, there's a cool fedora in there.
I'm gonna wear a corset and a hat.
Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna wear this old wedding dress box here. But I'm gonna eat. I'll eat the mushrooms on camera because I've already eaten like 4 more since that first one.
Hey, don't hog all the mushrooms. I'll have one too.
All right, I'll film Kenshin and then the 2 others eating mushrooms.
We're all eating mushrooms. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Why don't we all do this together? You'll understand a lot more after you eat the mushrooms. I can tell you that. And I think I'm starting to use Mike's voice again. Let's all eat the mushrooms. Don't be a square. This is for an A. You get an A when you understand what the mushrooms do.
That's right. A means
not peer pressure. It's just Kenshin's turn now.
Oh, my turn? No,
well,
I'm good.
I'm
allergic to mushrooms, man.
Kenshin,
I had them on pizza once. I was crapping for weeks.
That's okay, buddy, but it gave...
Listen, it's normal crab. You're supposed to crab every day, so it's fine. Eat a bunch.
I'm not having diarrhea in my sleeping bag again, okay, guys?
It might be a superpower.
You hear that scratching again. And it's coming from underneath the box that looks like it was moved.
Go ahead, Kenshin.
There's a cat.
Eat a mushroom.
Eat a mushroom.
I'm going to take out my sword and I'm going to kick the box away.
Okay, as you do, pushing it aside or kicking it aside, I guess. You find
kick it aside.
Yeah.
Kill Ken!
It's like the physics in a video game get all fucked up and it just bounces around. No, you kick it aside. It kind of goes limp very easily and pushes away out of the side away because whatever was inside of it is just molded completely with the mushrooms. And then lightning flashes right as you do. So the whole room is lit up and you find what looks like a secret trapped door. And you'll notice that the scratching has stopped.
That seems totally useless. Let's move on to something else.
Eat the mushrooms!
This is probably the meth lab.
The meth lab? What's meth? It's 1990. We haven't figured that out yet.
No, we know meth.
It's a secret drug for now.
Dare told us about meth.
We all know about meth. Your mom gives it to you when you have a cold. It's fine. Anyway, these are mushrooms. They don't need a lab to grow mushrooms. They just grow.
Marky, all right. Is it all right?
Is it all right?
I don't know, man. I feel real weird right now. I feel like my stomach's trying to eat myself, but it's all right.
Dax, you haven't said anything. I think this should be from a first-person perspective, like the door
you're
opens,
our leader.
and you say, "I'm Lawrence Coswell, and I'm going into my meth lab." And you open the door in first person and say, "Here's where I made my first batch of Machu Picchu."
I'm gonna eat a mushroom while he's talking like it's popcorn.
I'll do the first person thing. I'm still gonna dub over afterward, but I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say, "This is Lawrence Coswell exploring the mushroom jungle of the Yeti forest." And
Mr. A+.
You guys are gonna get an A. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna dub some of this over later, and I'm gonna open the hatch.
All right, you open the hatch.
Jump over it.
Looking down into it, it appears to be a dark room that goes fairly deep, and no clear way to scale it. The darkness is so opaque that not even your flashlights seem to pierce it.
I'll throw some mushrooms in.
All right.
No, mushrooms, no!
There's like a million of them.
You throw it in, but unfortunately, when the lightning hits, you don't see them light up because they're too deep in there for the lightning to actually hit them to activate them.
So do we wait till lightning strikes, then throw them in?
The timing seems pretty rough on that, man. So like,
Wait,
is
wait,
there-
This is just listen like 1,
I got
2,
my-
3, and then does lightning hit? Wait for it.
I got my ladder. Why don't we throw something flaming down there?
Well, don't
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
guys. Just go down there. It's just
Mark,
a
I
house.
said, is there a
Marky,
ladder?
light my shirt on fire.
Oh,
Throw
that's
it.
a lot coming from the guy who won't eat a goddamn found it.
Dave, Ty asked if there was a ladder.
There is no... Yeah, I was waiting. I wanted to see what Marky had to say. There is no ladder. However, if you remember, Kenshin, you did find climbing gear that was sort of workable in that Coswell box.
Oh, yeah. Let's hook this up over here and throw a rope down.
It's basically it's basically just like a rope with a pike kind of thing.
And you go ahead. I'll stay up here, and if we need to pull you up, we can pull you up. Otherwise, just climb down. Come on, Dax. Use your brawn as well as your brains. Triple B.
I'm gonna try
Brawny,
to
brainy bully.
I'm gonna try to tie a rope around my stomach.
And you're just going down there?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I have it tied around something up here as well as I'm trying to control him as it lower him down.
And are you just using the black and white mode of the camera to see down there?
Yep.
Yes. This is gonna look so cool in my head. So essentially, you're being lowered slowly, and you're looking around, and it just kind of looks like a wood or brick. It's like brick on all sides, and it's just like a small closet-sized corridor that you're being lowered into.
This is when he was lowered into the Cannibal Mountain where Schmitty got eaten. Lawrence Coswell was on that expedition.
There's a corpse.
Ah, dang.
Like
I think he's saying that and then looks down.
as you're light, as
Dang.
yeah, there's like you're going down, and all of a sudden in the darkness, a corpse face just pops right into your view on the camera, and you look and you see there's you're confronted with a corpse. So you're already scared, aren't you?
No, I got rid of it.
Oh, you're scared again. Alrighty, and it says, this corpse looks practically mummified. It appears to be missing its toes and fingers. Scratched against one of the walls are a number of desperate markings. In the corner of this room, is an axe.
One of the cannibals, I think. I'm gonna like pull on the rope like twice to indicate pull me up and try to climb slowly.
As
Hold
they've
on.
lowered you all the way in, your feet hit the ground, and
Oh,
you
man,
feel
okay.
like kind of like there's a give, almost like there's a hatch under you.
I'll if Dax is scared, he's gonna go grab the axe.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. You're a bully,
Okay.
so you would probably arm yourself.
He's gonna grab the axe and then try to open up the hatch below.
All right. Pushing the corpse aside, part of it turns to dust as it slumps over. You get upset from that. Because gross. You find what looks like a small cubby. Fishing your hand around in it, you find what looks like a journal, worn and old. Opening its front cover, you see the words, Expedition Chronicle of the Amazon Rainforest, Peru, 1934, written by Lawrence Coswell. You also find, strangely enough, a very modern-looking spent glow stick. But Ty, you have the Expedition Journal of Lawrence Coswell in your hands now. You're not going to read it right here, so you just have it on you.
Okay. I will put it in my bag. I'm gonna put it in my knapsack and say, I'm gonna keep the axe and say, All right, pull me up. I got some good footage, guys.
I'm talking to Augie and
We're all on
so
mushrooms
what do you
right now.
feel like when you're eating the mushrooms?
Augie looks
Augie.
over at Marky because you're on mushrooms now, right?
Am I?
Augie,
Are you?
Grab
Did
some
you eat
sort of
any?
mushroom.
Yeah, I
You
would say
said
I
you said
did.
you ate some, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's-
you look over to Marky, and Marky's face, he has no pupils in his eyes. He's just got holes and he's bleeding, but he's acting as if nothing's wrong with him.
Sick. I'm
Tom, you-
seeing some real Augie Doggy.
Tom,
shit
you're
right now.
already scared, upset, and injured, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't exhaust you, but you better watch yourself. You're as close to dying as you get to dying in Tales from the Loop.
Had a long night, Marky. Can you put your eyeballs back in your eyes?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on one second. And I just go like this. Is that better? Can you see my eyes now?
All I see, his face is just a bunch of eyes now. Oh yeah, that's way better.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
I start to pull up after I hear the yelling. I'll start to pull up Dax.
Halfway into pulling up Dax, as you're being pulled up, you suddenly hear behind you, underneath you,
I'll look down with the black and white camera.
the corpse is back to where it was before you pushed it over.
Ah, dang. I'm gonna grab the axe tighter. Like, try to start help climbing up.
Yeah. And then you make it to the top.
No, I feel him climbing up. Like I feel the thing wiggling. I'm like, what's going on, Dax? You want to be lowered back down? Is that a pull?
No.
You want to go back down?
Tug 54 times if you want to be pulled back up.
I got some real footage. There was a dead body down there. If anyone wants to see it.
Oh, you guys want to see a dead body?
What?
Show us. Show us.
Well, it's pretty tight. I think we have to go down one at a time. Well, we can. We're tied up, aren't we, on this rope?
What?
The rope's tied off somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
can you
climb
show
down
us like
one
on the
at a time,
camera before like
You don't need to traumatize all
all of
of
us
us.
together?
Oh, I guess. Rewind it back to where I filmed the dead body.
I can only see Dax's hair and teeth.
As you rewind it back to the video that you took of the body, you when you were kind of fishing around for stuff, like to get it, you had the camera kind of like this, still recording, and you didn't realize that you were still recording the body. And the body, the head just kind of moves a little bit.
Whoa, Dax, how'd you get it to do that?
I think he was full of rats, probably. Maggots.
Nah, they should call you Dax Lucas.
Why?
Why should they do that?
Cause George Lucas special effects.
So
No,
like,
you know they're coming out
lady-
with 3 new Star Wars movies. I'm really excited for
So
them.
you guys heard a really loud bang come
Hey.
from downstairs.
Really quick, does the guy in the camera look like the guy I saw in the ceiling? Or the body I found in the
No.
or the thing I found in the basement?
No. The only thing you remember from what little you saw of that guy, because it was so quick, is that he looked very modern.
I remember his shoes perfectly though.
Yeah.
Was he wearing Vans?
No, he was wearing boots.
Oh, lame.
But yeah, you heard a super loud bang come from downstairs.
Did you drop something, Dex?
All right,
That's
I'm gonna pull out my
probably
BB gun. Sorry.
It's probably Kyle again.
Alright, well,
Well, I'm gonna go shoot Kyle with his BB
stay
gun.
Yeah, I got you, Kyle.
I'm gonna go shoot Kyle with this BB gun.
Oh, I got an axe now too. So we're gonna have like an axe sword fight scene later. That's
I
on.
don't
It's
feel
on the.
comfortable in
it's
this
on the table.
attic, so I'm gonna go bound down.
I like how I've
And,
become alright, so Mike's now the tank. Ty is like a paladin kind of thing. Kenshin's like a rogue, and I'm like the priest because I have Bam Majira's book.
That's amazing. Alrighty. So, Marky, what are you doing?
Marky is gonna climb down the ladder and take a peek at the top of the stairs to see where that noise came from. And I have my BB gun out.
You hear it again. Sounds like it came from the kitchen.
All right, I'm gonna shoot a warning shot.
It's a BB.
Down there.
Doesn't make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
Just goes. When the BB hits.
All right. Well, I guess I'll start creeping down these stairs here, one step at a time.
You hear
to
the
see if I can.
loud creak as you're going down the stairs. Loud creak. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and it sounds suspiciously loud whenever you step now. When you first came into the mansion, there was creaks occasionally when you stepped. They seem to be intensifying now. Like, it's very much louder when you're stepping right now. But yeah, you're walking
I feel like
through.
the mushrooms are kicking in.
You're walking through the house, and then you get to the door to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tap the door with my BB gun and say, "Hey, fella, you're talking to a 12 gauge BB gun over here, so like you better better get on out of here, stupid idiot, whoever you are, senior guy." And I just like push the door so it cracks a little bit with my BB gun.
You open to an empty kitchen. The rain's coming down really hard outside because there's a window so you can see it outside and stuff. Lightning cracks occasionally, but you don't see anybody in the kitchen.
Alright, can I walk in and take a peek around?
Yeah, you walk in, you look around, you don't see anything. It's just a scary empty kitchen in the middle of the night, and you have very little light, and then all of a sudden you notice what it is, and it's just the window pane on the window smacking against the side of the house every single time there's a gust of wind.
I shoot it.
Just
Hey guys, I killed
certainly
it.
showed that.
I yell up there. Hey guys, I took care of it.
Oh, thank God.
Hell yeah, Marky.
That makes me
Yeah,
feel
Mark,
so
we didn't
much
want to get in
better.
your way or anything, I guess, that we didn't go.
Yeah, you're all upstairs. You just let Marky handle it.
I'm sitting there listening to Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne to try and make myself feel better and reading Pat Jira's book.
Tom, will say that is enough to make you not upset.
See, it says here that Bamajira said, he quote Bamajira, "I don't like Paris so much." That's deep. It cuts me deep. That really gets me.
I walk all the way back. Else.
So you're all, as you're walking upstairs, so you guys stayed in the south guest bedroom. And you remember, before you left it to start filming stuff, you put the fire out in the south guest bedroom, but there's definitely a light of a fire inside of the guest bedroom right now as you come back up the stairs.
The fire's lit?
Seems like it.
Oh, nice.
Smells like chestnuts up in here.
It's only Mike down there, though, right?
No, he's back. He's kind of at the top of
so
the
we're all-
stairs. Yeah, and you guys are on the balcony. If you look at the map, you guys are on the balcony because you just came down out of the attic, and he's at the stairs. So you can kind of see the doorway to the south guest bedroom, and there's like a light coming from underneath it. You can also hear like a light rocking.
Where's that coming from?
South guest bedroom. If I had to put a specific name on the room that it was coming from.
I think we know what we got to do, guys. We need to go home.
We got at least like one more scene to film, I think.
I think you've got to see... No, you did. Well,
We did-
technically, I guess.
We did the opening scene of the murder. We did the jungle expedition scene in the attic, and then we did the descent into
Man.
Cannibal Mountain.
The Cannibal Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get one more scene, but you still have to do the donkeys.
Let's just sleep here, right? Or is it?
Yeah, or is it something else that we don't have a donkey for?
There was a raccoon.
Well, let's
We still gotta film the Yeti fight scene. So
All right, let's
Did
do
that
the
happen?
Yeti.
I mean, let me look here.
I got the book right here.
I mean, we still have other things.
I'm gonna in game, guys. I gotta pee. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay. So you go off. You're gonna go off to the master bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you actually have to go to the bathroom?
I'm gonna get into the bathroom.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna try and do a kickflip. Too long.
Oh, okay. So you don't actually have to in real life go to the bathroom.
I do actually have to.
Okay,
realize
go do that. And then we'll do what happens to you when you come back. But yeah, everybody else.
Kickflip.
Do you think Augie calls things kickflips, but they're actually just him going off to masturbate? Because we are 15. So.
I've never.
What
been
if
to
you could do
California.
both at the same time?
Well, it might be like a code
that'd
word.
be awesome.
Like I only understand like every
In the
fourth
United
word he
States.
says. So
The ultimate kickflip.
The ultimate XXX games, if you know.
What if he says he's
I
doing a
hear
kickflip,
Dave-
but he's really doing a heel flip?
That would be
that mean?
controversial.
That would explain why he never pulls it off. There's still that creaking coming from the south guest bedroom with the light.
All right, I'm at the
I
top
mean,
of the stairs, so I'm gonna.
You guys want to do that?
yeah, let's check that out real quick, and then maybe we can go film a scene in the trophy room.
Why
I'm
not?
just gonna do that.
I mean, do you want to make a scene here too, like entering the guest bedroom?
Yeah.
Lawrence, like all alone, like after he's murdered his family, and he's just going crazy and fighting the house and doing the best freaking taijutsu sword work you've ever seen.
Hell yeah. Let's film it up. Give a moving monologue.
Ah, my family! Ah, the outrage! Ching, they betrayed me. Fight! And I just start swinging my sword. I do like rolls. I like run on the wall, and then I get to the door with the lights on. I say, "You think you can hide from me, madness? Well, I'll slay you too, madness!" And I kick the door open.
So a couple of things happen during the entirety of that thing. As you run along the wall, you notice something kind of familiar but weird. The masks that you saw in the trophy room were on the wall of the balcony, which is different. And you notice them as you're running in slow motion. You're like, but then as you kick open the door to the bedroom, immediately the fire goes out, and there's a rocking chair there that wasn't there before, sitting in front of the fireplace, and it immediately stops rocking. And the room just goes dark.
Augie, did you put a rocking chair in here and try and do a kickflip on it? Because it's still rocking.
Your a big old fart comes from the master bathroom. I don't know what Augie's doing in there.
Did you get the shot of that one? Did you see like the
did.
sincerity in my eyes?
You're
It
sweating.
was. Yeah, no, it was. I think it's a good scene. And now we got more firewood.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to sit in that chair.
Oh, all right. I mean, like, if we run out though, we can chop it up. And I show him my axe that I got from down below.
Yeah. Nice axe. And I
When
hold my
the
sword in front of
lightning
me.
strikes, as he's holding up that axe, when the lightning strikes for a brief moment only during that light, the axe is covered in blood.
I think my spider sense is warning me.